Hello friends, today we are going to discuss about bipolar junction transistor operating modes and its configurations. Transistors are three terminal devices. The three terminals are emitter, base, collector, and it is a two junction device made from different semiconductor materials that can act as either an insulator or a conductor by the application of a small signal voltage. Transistor is a transfer resistor, that is low resistance to high resistance. Unlike resistors, which enforce a linear relationship between voltage and current, transistors are non-linear devices. Transistors have four distinct modes of operation which describe the current flowing through them. When we talk about current flow through a transistor, we usually mean current flowing from collector to emitter of an NPN transistor. We all know that transistor is a two junction device. The two junctions are base junction between emitter and base. Another one is a collector junction between base and collector. Based on the biasing types, then bipolar transistors have the ability to operate within the four operation modes. The four operating modes are active region, saturation region, cutoff region, reverse active region. Active region, the name itself, active. So the two junctions, base junction and the collector junction, depending upon the biasing conditions of these junctions, the device is in active region or other regions. Base junction is forward biased and the collector junction is reverse biased. Forward biased means it will act as a closed switch. That is, the resistance will be very minimum. And the collector junction is reverse biased. It will act as a open switch. The resistance is very high. The current from collector to emitter is proportional to the current flowing into the base. The second one is a saturation region. The base junction is forward biased and the collector junction is also forward biased. That is, both the base and collector junctions are in forward biased condition. So both the junctions are forward biased means both the junctions are closed switch. The transistor acts like a short circuit. Current freely flows from collector to emitter. The transistor is fully on, operating as a switch. The third region is a cutoff region. Both the junctions, base junction and the collector junction, are in reverse biased condition. When the junction is reverse biased, the resistance are very high. So the transistor acts like an open circuit. No current flows from collector to the emitter. The transistor is fully off, operating as a switch. The fourth one is a reverse active region. Both the junctions are, that is, the base junction is reverse biased and the collector junction is forward biased. So the base junction reverse biased means the high resistance side and the collector junction is forward biased, low resistance side. Like active mode, the current is proportional to the base current, but it flows in reverse. Current flows from emitter to collector, not exactly the purpose transistors were designed for. The active, saturation and cutoff regions are widely used in our transistor operations. Next we are going to see bipolar transistor configurations. As the bipolar transistor is a three-terminal device, there are basically three possible ways to connect it with an electronic circuit, with one terminal being common to both the input and output. The three terminals are base terminal, emitter terminal and collector terminal. Based on these, the configurations are common base configuration, common emitter configuration, common collector configuration. Each method of connection responding differently to its input signal within a circuit, as the static characteristics of the transistor vary with each circuit arrangement. In common base configuration, the voltage gain, that is, the common base configuration has voltage gain but no current gain. In common emitter configuration, it has both current gain and voltage gain. In common collector configuration, has current gain but no voltage gain. Common base configuration, as its name suggests, in the common base or grounded base configuration, the base connection is common to both the input signal and the output signal. The input signal is applied between the transistor's base and the emitter terminals, while the corresponding output is taken from between the base and the collector terminals as shown in the figure. The base terminal is grounded or can be connected to some fixed reference voltage point. The input current flowing into the emitter is quite large, as it's the sum of both the base current and the collector current respectively. This type of amplifier configuration is a non-inverting voltage amplifier, in that the signal voltages V in and V out are in phase. The next one is the common emitter configuration. In the common emitter configuration or grounded emitter configuration, the input signal is applied between the base and the emitter, while the output is taken from between the collector and the emitter as shown in the figure. This type of configuration is the most commonly used circuit for transistor based amplifiers, and which represents the normal method of bipolar transistor connection. The common emitter amplifier configuration produces the highest current and power gain of all the three bipolar transistor configurations. This is mainly because the input impedance is low, as it is connected to a forward biased PN junction, while the output impedance is high, as it is taken from a reverse biased junction. In this type of configurations, the current flowing out of the transistor must be equal to the currents flowing into the transistor as the emitter current. The common emitter configuration is an inverting amplifier circuit. This means that the resulting output signal has a 180-degree phase shift with regards to the input voltage signal. Next, we are going to see the common collector configuration. In the common collector or grounded collector configuration, the collector is now common through the supply. So, the collector is common to both the input and the output. The input signal is connected directly to the base terminal, while the output signal is taken from across the emitter load as shown in the figure. This type of configuration is commonly known as a voltage follower or emitter follower circuit. The common collector or emitter follower configuration is very useful for impedance matching applications because of its very high input impedance. This type of bipolar transistor configuration is a non-inverting circuit, in that the signal voltages of V in and V out are in phase. Transistor configurations here, PNP transistors are just as valid to use in each configuration as for the non-inverting of the amplified signal. The only difference will be in the voltage polarities and current directions. So far we have discussed BJT operating modes and its configurations.